Everyone, let us solve the following. A TV tower stands vertically on the side of a road. From a point on the other side, directly opposite to the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degrees. Find another point from another point 10 meters away from this point on the line joining this point to the foot of the tower. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 30 degrees. Find the height of the tower and the width of the road. Okay, here two angles are given. Okay, angle of elevations. So, exactly what is given, let us see here. Here, a TV tower stands vertically on one side of the road. So, this is the TV tower having the height h. Let us consider. From a point A on the opposite side of the road, say, suppose this is one point, we are considering it as A. Okay, and the angle of elevation is 60 degrees to the top of the tower. This is 60 degrees. Okay, from that point, 10 meters away. First point we consider, let us suppose it as A. Okay, from A, one more point is there 10 meters away from A, right? And the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 30 degrees here. Okay, so we need to find out the height of the tower and width of the road. Okay, so here angles, two angles are given. Okay, but here one point we must consider is, to the first point, what is the distance between the tower and that particular point is not given. Only the distance between two points where the angles of elevations are taken, that is given. This must be very much clear in our mind. Okay, right? So here let us consider one point here as A, one point as B. You can take any name, but for our convenience, we are point one, point two also we can take. Okay. Here angle of elevations to the top of the tower is taken at 2 points. First point, the angle of elevation is 60 degrees, and the second point, angle of elevation is 30 degrees. Okay, but the distance for the first point is not mentioned. Only the distance between the 2 points is mentioned, that is nothing but 10 meters. Okay, till here we are clear, right? Now, so let us consider the height of the tower as h meters, right? And width of the road, that is nothing but the distance from A. A means the first point to the foot of the tower. This is the foot of the tower, and this is the first point. It is not given. That's why we are taking it as x meters. Okay, and distance from the point B to the foot of the tower. Point B to the foot of the tower. Point B means it is the second point where the angle of elevation is 30 degrees. So, how does it become? It becomes x plus 10, because 10 is given between the first point to the second point, and the distance between the bottom of the tower or foot of the tower to the first point is x. Obviously, the distance between the foot of the tower to the second point will become x plus 10. Okay, x plus 10 meters. These points, these simple points should be very much clear in our mind. Then we can use simple trigonometric ratios and we can find out the height. Okay, so here first point in the given problem, the distance between the foot of the tower to the first point is not given. That's why we have taken it as x. The distance between the first point and the second point is given, so it is nothing but 10 meters. So the distance between the foot of the tower to the second point becomes x plus 10 meters. This point should be clear in our mind. Okay, now let us move to the next step. Yes, so now we are using simple trigonometric ratios. Okay, so we are using tan theta formula. Say suppose, as we are considering from the first point, say suppose it is tan A, angle is nothing but 60 degrees. Angle of elevation is given in the given problem. Okay, so it is 60 degrees. So at the first point, tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side, that we know, no? So here theta is nothing but what, a is nothing but, a means we are considering the first point as a. No need of getting confusion here, only first point, second point. To make our understanding easy, we are mentioning it as a and b, that's it. Okay, so here tan theta 60 degrees, so tan 60 is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side is nothing but the height of the tower, and the adjacent side is nothing but the distance between the foot of the tower to the first point of that particular angle of elevation. Okay, on the opposite side of the road, so it is nothing but x. So we are substituting those values. Tan 60 is equal to h by x, but we know tan 60 is root 3. Okay, so root 3 is equal to h by x. So h is the height of the tower, we need to find it out. Okay, so h is equal to x into root 3. Let us consider it as the first equation. Okay, now let us go with the second angle of elevation to the top of the tower, that is given as 30 degrees. Okay, so let us consider it as the second point, or b, whatever it is. Okay, so here at point b, that means at the second point, we can angle of elevation is given as 30 degrees. Okay, so tan 30, again we are using tan trigonometric ratio tan theta. Tan theta is nothing but the opposite side by adjacent side. So tan 30 is equal to opposite side is nothing but the height of the tower, h by x plus 10. Why did we write x plus 10 here? The adjacent side is nothing but the distance between the foot of the tower to the second point. Okay, so it is nothing but x plus 10, because 10 is given the distance between the 2 points, and x is the distance that we have considered between the foot of the tower to the first point. So here the adjacent side becomes x plus 10. Here we should be clear. Okay, h is equal to x plus 10 by root 3. Okay, h is nothing but the height of the tower. So in equation 2, we got h is equal to x plus 10 by root 3. In the first equation, we got h is equal to x into root 3. H. So we can equate both of them. Yes or no? So we can equate, as we have h is equal to x into root 3 and h is equal to x plus 10 by root 3. Just we are equating. X into root 3 is equal to x plus 10 by root 3. So transposing the terms for simplification, x into root 3 is equal to x plus 10. We have taken both the sides, we have multiplied by using root 3. When we do the same thing on the both the side, value won't be changed, that's why we have taken like this. Okay, we have multiplied x into root 3 is equal to x plus 10 by root 3 into root 3. So root 3 gets cancelled here, and here 3x is equal to x plus 10 it becomes. And by simplifying, 2x is equal to 10, x is equal to 5. What is x here? X is nothing but the distance between the foot of the tower to the first point. Okay, first point here, where the angle of elevation is 60 degrees. Okay, so we need to find out the height of the tower. So what is height of the tower? H is equal to x into root 3. Just we are substituting x value as 5 here. So let us substitute x into root 3. That means 5 into root 3. But we know root 3 value as 1.732. So h is equal to, that means the height of the tower is equal to 5 into 1.732. That means approximately it becomes 8.66 meters. This is the height of the tower. Height of the tower is nothing but 8.66 meters. Okay, just by applying simple trigonometric formula tan theta, we are able to find out the height of the tower. Okay, right? Did we find it out? Yes, finally we found the height of the tower as 8.66 meters. Okay, right. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.